You've had a phenomenal offseason. You landed the superstar, #1 defenseman you've been dreaming of for years. You finally found a way to move Carey Price's monumental contract, freeing up the cap space to build a legitimate contender. The team is better. The future is brighter. The buzz is back in Montreal. So, why does it feel like the most important move is the one that still hasn't happened? How do you deal with the agonizing frustration of 1-1? Final piece you're being told you absolutely cannot have. Welcome to the current reality for Kent Hughes and the Montreal Canadiens. After the blockbuster acquisition of Noah Dobson, the front office didn't just pack up for the summer. They set their sights on another target, a player they believe could be the final, critical gear in their championship machine. A young, dynamic, restricted free agent center. The problem? His current team has slammed the door, locked it, and thrown away the key. This isn't just baseless fan speculation. According to insider Marco D'Amico, the Canadiens' interest is very real and very active. That's where they're looking, D'Amico recently stated. You know, the fans have been clamoring for him all the time, but the management of the other franchise does not seem willing to negotiate. That single quote perfectly captures the dilemma. The Canadiens have identified their man. The fan base is desperate for move, but they are facing an immovable object. The player at the center of this storm represents everything Canadiens need to complete their forward group. We're talking about a true top-line pivot, a player who blends power, elite hockey sense, and rapid-fire decision-making. He is the perfect potential link between Montreal's skilled wingers and their newly solidified defense. He's young, he's an RFA, and his potential is sky-high. He's the kind of player you build around for a decade. And that, right there, is the problem. His current team knows it, too. They view him as the absolute cornerstone of their own rebuild. For them, trading him would be organizational malpractice, the equivalent of the Canadiens trading Nick Suzuki 2 years ago. It's a non-starter. So, no matter what package of picks and prospects Montreal might hypothetically offer, the answer from the other end of the phone is a dial tone. The player is not for sale. This leaves the Canadiens at a fascinating and frustrating crossroads. The ambition that fueled the Dobson trade is now being met with the harsh reality of the NHL marketplace. You can't always force a deal, no matter how much you want it. This forces an internal debate, a question of philosophy that could define the next phase of this team's ascent. Do you wait? Do you keep calling, hoping that someday, somehow, a crack appears in the other team's resolve? Or do you pivot and look inward? The alternative path is one of patience and development. The organization has high hopes for prospects like Kirby Hage, who possesses the raw tools to potentially become a top-tier center in his own right. The dilemma is a classic one. Do you gamble on the certainty of an established, albeit unavailable, talent? Or do you invest your faith in potential of your own pipeline? Pushing for this mystery RFA is a win-now signal. Cultivating a player like Hage is a commitment to the long-term, sustainable model. For now, the Canadiens are in a holding pattern. They will continue to monitor the situation, exploring every conceivable angle. But the prevailing sentiment is that this particular dream may have to be deferred. The front office won't make a reckless move out of desperation, but their interest in this player proves one thing beyond a shadow of a doubt. They believe this team is just one piece away. The Montreal Canadiens have proven they are no longer content to simply accumulate draft picks. They are in the business of building a champion. But this intense pursuit has reminded them of a difficult truth. You can't always get what you want. The challenge now is to determine if that final, perfect piece of the puzzle is out there behind a locked door, or if it's already here, waiting for its chance to be forged in our own fire. This is a fascinating situation, and it really puts us in the GM's chair. So what's the right move? Do the Canadiens stay patient and develop a guy like Kirby Hage from within? Or do they keep pushing, maybe even preparing a bold and costly offer sheet for this mystery center? Let me know your strategy in the comments. And if you're enjoying this look into the high-stakes chess match of the NHL offseason, make sure you hit that like button. The game off the ice is just as intense as the one on it. If you want us to keep you updated as this story unfolds, tap the like button to support the channel.